my personal experience has certainly helped me relate to patients in practice when I go through certain health things or overcome things. And when I was thinking about Diabetes Awareness Month, you immediately came to mind because I know your personal experience has helped you be a health coach. What has been something you've had to overcome with diabetes?
Thank you so much for asking, Dr. Evans, because I love sharing this story. The more I can personalize it and share with others, I'm hoping you all can be on this wellness journey with me.
Yes.
And there's highs and lows and movement and ups and downs. But one thing is that we stay on a wellness journey for our health. And so, one thing I hope folks can relate to, and I hope we can overcome together, is the fear factor. I used to be so afraid of pricking my finger, right? Because it hurts. It's not the most comfortable thing, but with practice, you learn where to position the needle, give your fingertips a break, rub your fingers before you prick them. Don't use the same finger all the time. So you learn how to manage that successfully. But I will say I used to be afraid of actually getting the blood glucose number result. I'm
Mhm.
gonna be bad. I ate bad. My number's high. This means I'm not taking care of myself. And there's some truth to that, right? The choices that I make for my health will show up in the numbers. You've always encouraged me, Dr. Evans, to know my numbers. So awareness is one thing that I've overcome, moving from it being scary to moving it to information. This is telling me something. And knowing that number right when I get up, knowing that number before I'm going to choose a meal, it helps me make better choices for that meal. Taking that reading and pricking my finger again 3 hours after my meal gives me some more information and awareness. Did I get it right? Was that a good balance of how many carbs, proteins, and vegetables? Mostly vegetables. I try to put half my plate of vegetables these days, but it gives me back that information. And that was self care, that new recipe, that thing I tried, the proportions, the beautiful presentation on the plate. But I get some medical information awareness, and it's no longer scary and fear. It's now awareness, information. That's really helped me.
And we know information is power, right? Knowledge is power. And you're highlighting so many reasons why working with a health coach is important. As you were talking, I was like, yeah, that is something that I encourage people to do during the office. But I may see people once every 3 months, once every 6 months, depending on what's going on. But working with a health coach is a good way to be in constant have a reminder of what's important, what you need to do on a day-to-day basis, on a day-to-day so yeah, thank you for that.
And I would also say my style as a health coach is to walk in the journey. Like I
Oh,
said, wellness
yes.
is a journey. And even something with glucose and pricking your finger and knowing your numbers, I like to pair it with something that does bring you joy, something that you do like. So for me, I have like started this routine where I'll split, and I'll talk about it more later, but where I'll split my exercise up. But for
Mhm.
me, it becomes empowering when I can see my glucose might be kind of high, and I can engage in some self-care and have an activity and bring the number down. It's so empowering. And I love to give that back to the clients that I coach, to have somebody who's a cheerleader, a reminder, an inspiration. I'm walking the walk with you, just to get you in the routine of really practicing that self-care. And it doesn't have to be a chore. It could be something
Yeah.
joyful because we can pair it with things that we like that boost our mood, boost our creativity, boost our wellness.
And that also helps with time management because with that walk, how many things are you accomplishing? So daily exercise is so important for so many parts of your body, so many health systems. It's important for mood, for gut health, for heart health, but in particular, daily exercise can benefit blood sugar control. We know that when we exercise, we bring our blood sugar down and we increase our insulin sensitivity. How has exercise played a role in your health journey?
Again, Dr. Evans, in successfully managing diabetes is so important for me to look at it as something I want to do, something that I
Yes.
incorporate into my life, not a chore that I have to, but something I get to do. Not everyone has use of their limbs. Not everyone has the weather, the capacity, or the time all of the time. And so when I find myself making excuses on why I can't go on that walk and why I can't exercise, I remind myself You are able. It's a amazing gift to yourself to just carve out that time and then go to work and then do this and then do this. So it's a both and for me, not an avoidance anymore. So one thing I've really overcome in my wellness journey, specifically as it relates to diabetes and exercise, is moving from avoiding it and putting it last to moving in consistently,
Mm.
incorporating it into my day. And so, what has helped me with that, especially with time management, is breaking it up. And I found out from you that's actually an excellent benefit for diabetes. So, we all have different physical goals. Some people are training for an event or losing a specific amount of weight or building some muscle. And so, for me, I wanted it to be natural where I could get those benefits, right? If I have those events coming up, but also just the day to day. So glad to hear the heart benefit, the gut benefit,
Mm.
but the blood glucose management. So, my goal now is to break it up and do a morning walk and an evening walk, a
That's
morning swim and an evening dance off of a YouTube video, a morning before I eat, actually, a morning brisk walking the dog and going through the entire neighborhood. And then in the evening, maybe I'll go into the gym in the complex and I'll do specific weight machines and
good.
some cardio. So I mix it up, I make it different, but breaking it up into two 30-minute segments has really, really had a positive impact on my numbers. The morning exercise before I eat and the evening exercise after I eat. Those have really helped me be more consistent and like look forward to those two spots during the day.
Mix it up, break it up. I like that. Mix it up, break it up.